Assalamu alaikum Sayyidi.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
Mawlana, can you expand on the nature of disentanglement or detanglement once a negative entanglement is made?
A negative entanglement? Yeah, called toxic relationships. Toxic entanglement. Right? That's the danger. So how go back now to our talks about you have to be purchased, and that people didn't understand it all. So when Allah describes they sold their soul for a small price, and then they say, oh this is figurative but it's actually actual. They have now documents where people say they made a contract with the devil and they sold themselves for their fame, for their recognition, for their contracts. Means that you're entangled with these negative people to the extreme of those people, they actually sign contracts to be entangled. But when you're entangled with negativity, you don't have the ability just to say, thank you, I'm out of this, because shaitan owns you. So anybody understanding very negative friends, very negative environments, and then hear their story that I tried to come to Islam and they followed me. Why? Because you're owned by shaitan. You say, oh I gave you many favors. Well, I don't care that you're a Muslim now with me. And the shaitan doesn't let that person go and come after them with this, come after with that desire, with this desire, will come after him wherever he is, he will not be free from that shaitan. Because shaitan says, I own that one. And that's when we taught about Sayyidina Bilal al-Habashi, Sayyidina Abu Bakr as-Siddiq and Sayyidina Muhammad was the prime example that literally Sayyidina Bilal al-Habashi was owned. And they were torturing him because of his love for Sayyidina Muhammad. And they wouldn't relent. They said, leave the love of Prophet and we free you. Love Allah, we don't care, but don't be Muhammadiyun. Until they tortured and Prophet said, enough, Ya Abu Bakr, go buy him. Means give them whatever money, they're going to kill Sayyidina Bilal al-Habashi. And the great Siddiq was dispersed and immediately went there with all his wealth, said, here, and paid the money. And he said, I would have paid even more, give me Sayyidina Bilal. But that's not just an event that happened, in the haqqaiq it's a deep haqqaiq that we're waiting for Malik al-Aziz to give an order that this one is mine. Why? I'm going to bring him into my kingdom, and then if I make him to be mukhlis, if Allah grant that light into that servant, shaitan has nothing to do with him. So it means our life was that this love and this ishq, when we do these practices we're praying, Ya Sayyidi, Ya Rasul Kareem, that buy me from shaitan, don't let him to come after me and grab me. The great Siddiq has to come after. Sayyidina Abu Bakr Siddiq has to be dispersed, that go get that servant out of the hands of shaitan. And as a result, if Sayyidina Abu Bakr Siddiq comes to grab the servant, that shaitan has no way of reaching you again. Won't even remember your phone number, has no identity of who you are now veiled from them. Why? Malik al-Aziz, it's in Surah al-Yusuf. When Sayyidina Yusuf was thrown in the well, he was brought up by a caravan, these are the awliya. And who was the king who bought him? Malik al-Aziz, right? Aziz means that nothing stops Sifat al-Aziz. So why Allah named this king in that reality Malik al-Aziz, he's the king under the Sifat al-Aziz, means Allah's decree comes, nothing can stop it. So our reason for making Prophet to notice us, do the mawlid, do these things, do all of these khidmat, do these salawats, do all these practices, you get in the nazar of Prophet on the hopes that the great Siddiq will be dispatched, that Prophet has sent me to get you, that come to our kingdom. So, and then if you're in the kingdom, your life is serve the king. So this is nothing more beautiful than this reality, and this is a deep way. And people just have to understand to put these pieces together. That was not a random situation. So Sayyidina Bilal al-Habashi is a deep reality, and why that represents that deep reality of our soul's reality is that Sayyidina Abu Bakr as-Siddiq to take us away from the hands of shayateen, bring us into the kingdom and give us a life within that kingdom to serve the king. And that's why our whole focus is on the service to Sayyidina Muhammad. And the other people from other religions are saying, we don't understand what this guy is talking about. But say it's in your prayer, Thy kingdom come. Whose kingdom coming? The Muhammadan kingdom is coming. His will be done. Well, God's kingdom is what? God coming Himself? No, His kingdom is coming, the signs of His kingdom. Who has the kingdom right now on earth? Who are the people fasting? Who are the people praying? Who are the people being slaughtered? Who are the people whom are serving the Divinely kingdom? That same nation is the kingdom of Allah. So our life is that prayer, that Thy kingdom come and His will be done. And that's why you see 2 billion people fasting in Ramadan, because this is Allah's will. And this is a deep reality for this nation, that God's kingdom is the kingdom of Sayyidina Muhammad with good character, good love, good actions, and they follow, inshaAllah.